This video is supported by Golden Era Muscle. Please visit goldeneramuscle.com for training information and supplements. Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here. Today I'm back from the hospital and I'd like to make a correction on my previous video where I addressed the amount of androgens that are found in the 36 eggs a day diet. So I continually reference this particular study. In 2013 it was found that certain hormones are actually found in the egg yolk, and therefore if consumed raw, or basically if the yolk is not cooked, you can actually assimilate these hormones because of the fatty lipid or vehicle which these hormones would be delivered in. And it has been also shown in different studies that when hormones are delivered in an oily vehicle and administered orally, that they actually absorb very well. I've also done a video which is linked to this particular video. So when we calculate the actual androgen doses from the 36 eggs a day diet and use the following calculations, I actually got the unit incorrect. So for example, testosterone over a day or over a week would not give you 7 milligrams or 50 milligrams. It would actually give you over the course of one day 7 micrograms, and over a week 50 micrograms versus milligrams. Similarly, androstenedione, you would get 108 micrograms and 750 micrograms over the week. So these are incorrect statements I made earlier. It was just a miscalculation of the unit. I said milligrams. These are all actual microgram quantities that you get. The question is it much? Not really, but when we compare it to the circulating levels found in the human body, it gets interesting. So when we look at the circulating levels of hormones, for example in males, and we look at, for example, total testosterone, which is in the range of 240 to 950 nanograms per deciliter, we calculate that back to 5 liters of blood. You basically just multiply by 50. You would actually end up with 12 to 50 micrograms of testosterone. And because the 36 eggs a day diet would theoretically deliver 50 micrograms of testosterone, you could be doubling or even more, tripling or even quadrupling your testosterone levels. However, total testosterone doesn't necessarily mean that all of this is active in your body, because most of it actually binds to sex hormone binding globulin, and therefore the amount that is actually free to actually interact and have an anabolic effect, which is free testosterone in a male, for example, which is 12 picograms per mil, actually works out to be only 60 nanograms. Now, here's the interesting thing. If the orally ingested testosterone through the egg diet actually didn't bind to sex hormone binding globulin, well, I'll tell you, 50 micrograms is quite a lot versus just 60 nanograms. And I mean, this is all theory, but the question again remains, how much of these hormones that one ingests through the 36 eggs a diet actually has an effect in the body? This really does need to be researched. And I mean, when you look at androstenedione, well, the numbers are humongous. I mean, this would actually work out to be, the circulating levels in humans is only 1 to 3 micrograms by 5, which is only 5 to 15 micrograms. And the 36 eggs a day diet would deliver 750 micrograms. So really we are looking at potentially high levels of hormones delivered in the 36 eggs a day diet. So again, I state the same questions. I was wrong with the calculations, but even if we're dealing with micrograms, there could still be an anabolic effect from these hormones. And again, I think this really needs to be researched, how much of these hormones are binding to sex hormone binding globulin and what the half-time of these hormones in the body are. And of course, besides that, one has to acknowledge that even though these are microgram levels, of course, the increase in cholesterol and the amino acid profile of the proteins delivered in the 36 eggs a day diet all contribute, of course, to the anabolic effect of eggs. Of course, they are a very anabolic food. Of course, they are not like insulin or growth hormone or whatever people take these days and abuse. No, we are comparing it simply to a mild anabolic effect, nothing too exaggerated. And I think overall the egg is a rather anabolic food. So I hope you've enjoyed this correction video. I will be following this up now with my series for Frank Zane, which is coming up. So I hope you all get excited about that. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and let me know your questions. And thank you for watching. This is the Golden Era Bookworm, back from the hospital. Bye for now.